We are once again here on the deck. We are here, backyard garden, backyard Eden gardening. And what do we see here? A creature that shouldn't be there. Of course, he's not alive now. Had to take care of him with the tool there. There's the garden. Look how big those cabbages are. Peppers right there, collard greens, and you have in the foreground there squash. And what do we have in Eden? Something that needs to be destroyed. Christ said you will bruise his head. We have bruised the head of that enemy. He will be destroyed. But you have to keep this grass cut. You know, things come here. You have to be aware of that. Be careful as you walk out. So there in the foreground is the other little section there that I'm reseeding. And as I mentioned, I reseeded this area here. And that's growing nicely. Of course, this is the garden close up. Those are the last plants that I've put in the ground. Those are collard greens, 36 of them. Because you hear the dog next door. But look how big those cabbage leaves are. Huge. What a wonderful blessing that the Lord has given us. You know, we plant the seed, it grows. Look at those lettuces. Huge. Tremendous blessing. The earth brings forth the plant, brings forth that which you put in it. Put a seed there, it's going to produce. God will cause it to bud. Wonderful, tremendous blessing. He's taught us as we work the earth, work the ground. There are two cucumber bushes right there starting to run. Cucumber bush there, there's one there, there's one there. Probably not planted in the best place. So it's kind of a small area, but you can get an aerial view and see. And I got some other areas up there I'm going to plant. And more squash and more, more cabbage if I can get some later on in the year. And as you can see here, those radishes are growing rather nicely. And you may see a squash or two. See that little squash there? Let's see that squash? There's one squash. There's another one right there. Silver squash bush. Another area view of the cabbage and the lettuce. Got to get out here and pluck that. We had some nice rain. It's really nice. Beautiful. And I threw down some kale up here. So it looks like that's trying to come in right there. Kale. A couple of the squash bush. This is a huge mustard green that I'm allowing to seed out. So it's going to grow. And you'll see it's going to begin to seed right there. This is the other area behind the little garden patch where I may just expand it. I just dug up and continue to put the seed there, but that's how it starts. One little square foot at a time. And the Lord bless us. And we use what he's given us wisely. That's the area view of the little garden. Of course, the grass, I got to figure out, as I mentioned, those little things there, I didn't plant those things. What's causing that to grow like that? You have to tend to the garden. You have things that crawl up, just like this creature here was too close to the house. And you have to be mindful of that. But that's just an area view. That little patch up there, I was putting just a little compost area, but it was a hole. So when I cut the trees down in the back, I had them to fill in with the woodchucks and things like that, so it would occasionally shrink, or I should say, become a little sunken area. There's a dog there. Yep, that creature there. Too close. Too close. One thing about this grass, you know, they wanted to keep it about 2 to 3 inches. And I don't know. I may want it a little bit lower than that. But that's what I'm trying to do. I want to do the whole area over there. But that would take a lot of digging. Perhaps I could expand the garden. But the Lord has blessed us, and He's given us work to do, giving me work to do. It's therapeutic for me to get out here and see the wonderful parables, to think about them, what they mean. You know, sower goes to sow the seed. Some fell by the wayside. A lot of seed fell by the wayside here, and the birds really came and ate them up. But a lot of them came up because you can see the grass came up, coming up, and done well. So I got some things up there I need to clean out, and level that off and kind of organize that a little bit more. But that's the area view here, and of course, I always be on the watch out. I always be on the watch out. Take care. Backyard, Eden gardening. There's a lot of work to do, and I have to be on the watch.